Here I've got a little amplifier circuit to build for Jay. He gave it to me today to have a look at, and he said I could build it for him. So this is for you, Jay. It's a 47 headphone amplifier, is what they call it. Quite a nice PCB actually. It's quite well printed. It's very smooth as well, so it's quite nice. Not very many components, and then obviously the little case that came with it as well, with the holes already drilled. So I'll pop it in there once it's all built up. Little screws and bits and pieces to put it all together with. So I'll put those out of the way for now. Obviously start with the smallest bits first. So this will be the resistors. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different values. There we go. And it's actually labelled on the board, so don't really need the instructions so much, but I've got them anyway just in case. But we'll just start by popping these in then. So we've got a 10k to go in first. And I'll just get all these soldered in. Okay, that's the first 3 resistors done. I'm going to carry on and put the rest of the resistors in, and then move on to the IC holders next after that. Right, I've got 3 resistors left to go. I'm just going to show how I bend them round the legs. I just hold it in one hand like that, in between 2 fingers, and just bend the legs down, and that takes it pretty much as tight as you'll get without stressing the wires too much. And that's usually the right size for these printed circuit boards. It just goes in like that, and then press quite hard on the top, and then fold them back on the top like that, and then cut the legs off. Because they're bent over, it won't fall out, and then just solder it in. That's all you have to do really. I mean, you just keep on going like that until they're all in. Obviously with other components like capacitors and stuff, you obviously don't bend them over like this, but you just hold it between your fingers, bend them down. That's pretty much it. And they fit in quite well like that. Straight in, push it down, bend them over, cut it off. Now not too short, because obviously if you cut it before or too low on the bend, then obviously it could still fall out. But then we have to find the actual. There it is. Found the component there. It could still fall out if you cut them too short. So there's one left to go, and then I'll put the little IC holders on next, because they're the next sort of height. I think I might have just knocked the microphone then. Try not to do that again. So yeah, this is a little headphone amplifier that Jay bought from eBay. I think he got it from. So he's actually bought 2. There's this one and another one that he got. The other one hasn't got a case with it, so it's slightly cheaper, but I think he said this one's about £9 or something like that. So he's going to have a go at the other one, but he gave this one to me to build. So we've got the little pot there, and the ICs, and they're actually I did look them up. They're NE5532. I did look them up. They're just a little op amp, I believe. So put the little holder in there. The little white cutout on the print is exactly where the cutout of the holder goes. And obviously that's going to fall out if I just turn it upside down probably, but let's have a go. Let's knock the microphone again for a bit of fun. Yeah, I should be able to do that. I'll get a couple of them soldered and then a couple of pins soldered, and it will stay in quite strong. If we can get it to stand upright. So you just use something else just to prop it up really. Normally I'll try and just use my fingers, but since we've got these two little plugs there, sockets there, we'll just put them there. You want the all the components as close to the board as you can really. So same with these sockets, you want them quite low down. You want it sticking up in the air. Last one. Yep, they all look good. We'll do the next one. And there's a few capacitors to put in. A couple of them are quite small ones, so I'll put those in next. Get that under there again. So it balances it. Get that one. That one. And we're all done. So we'll leave the... Well, we could put the sockets on next and let's see where the capacitors go. Yeah, we could put these sockets on next, since we don't need them to hold it upside down so much anymore. I would have thought there'd have been holes for the... Yeah, so there's tiny little bits of plastic sticking out of there, but they've not actually drilled the holes. You see the little dots where they sit, so it's actually going to be not actually completely flush on the board. So I guess they should have drilled those holes out really. But we'll get both of those in. We'll do one at a time. As long as it sits upright. Yeah, I'll use the other plug, other socket to hold that upright. There we go. So we've got one. There we go. Two. We should be able to turn it around now. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, see those pins aren't coming through very far because it's actually not sitting flush on the PCB on the other side. So, which I probably could have pushed that down a little bit more than that. Let's see if we can do that now. Clean the iron a bit. No, it didn't budge. That's pretty straight. Get the other one on. Seems to have a bent pin there. See. Yeah, there we go. That's all good. Let's see if we can get that to sit upright as well with that in there. Oh, it just fell out. Let's get it in. Yep, that one's good. So it won't fall out now. Run some solder through the board. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. They're actually quite in line, so that's quite good. Right, so now we'll move over to the little capacitors next. Now, I think there's, looking at it, there's 3 different values. 1, 2. No, there's more than that actually. Let's have a look. There's an LED as well. So we've got 470. What's this one? Went right past it. 220. 470. These are 2 little ones, so these are probably... Well, we've got 22. That's going to be another 22. Yep. And another 220. So we've got 2 of each. So it's going to have to look at the diagram to see where they go. Right, so the 470s. Now these obviously you have to get them the right way around. plus that side, negative that side. Circuit says put the 470s in this corner, up here, and bend the legs over. That'll be one. And get the legs cut. And I'll get the, where is it? Good question. There it is. Right, I'll get the rest of the capacitors all soldered on, and it's a case of the pot, the LED, and the power socket. So I'll get that done now. Okay, 2 to go. Now this is the 222 microfarad. 222. Now not 220 or 222. It's the 222 microfarad capacitors. Now they actually fit in there quite nice. All of them have done actually. The spacing on the drilled holes have been quite nice for these components. They go in quite well. So it's quite a good board. I haven't actually seen one of these before, but Jay said that he's wanted a little amplifier for his headphones for a little while, so that you can adjust the volume quite easily on it. So one more to go. Yeah, so they fit in there really nice. It's obviously made in China, but I assume so. I mean, the box certainly is a China sort of looking thing. So I guess the whole thing is, it must be. We make it anywhere else really. So that's that. Alright, we've got 2 other little capacitors. Now these, and they don't matter which way around they're going. I think they're both the same. Let's have a little look. Yeah, it doesn't even say the value of them. It's C6 and C5, so they can just go in. In fact, I'll put them both in at once. Save turning it upside down a few times, because they're quite short as well now. I should have put these 2 in before I put the other capacitors in really, but there you go. I was going to, and then just didn't. 2, just solder those 2 so they don't fall out. Because that one was quite short, that second cut. At least now we know they don't fall out. They can't. Two. Right. How are we doing? Right, let's get the socket on. These are quite nice little socket actually on there. Yeah, see that's not quite tall enough. So what I'll do is I'll just sit it on a bit of that foam. There we go. So they say do, you know, the shortest things first. Obviously you can do the resistors first, because they're always going to be the shortest, but after that, you know, what's taller, a capacitor or a DC powered socket. So anyway, it was actually this power socket was shorter. Right, so LED to go in. I need to get him the right way around. I can never remember which pin's which, so I'll look that up in a moment. Get the volume control on. Yeah, then does. Oh, there you go. Yep, the instructions actually tell you. Pin length is positive, short, negative. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, just like me speaking, to be honest. So it says pin length is positive, short, negative. So, okay. I would assume positive is the short one. Well, if the LEDs didn't come on, it's the wrong way around. Yeah, I'll push that right down to the bottom. Bend them over. 1, you. We'll solder that one first, and then get the other one. There we go. Ah, look, see, put the volume control in the pot, but I haven't actually soldered it, and that hasn't even fallen out with me picking it up, so that's quite good. That was quite a tight fit actually into there. Right, so last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 solder joint. All 6 of them done. All good. So I guess we need to find out if it works. We'll put the ICs in now. I don't think I've got a. This takes 12 volts. Well, I've got a 12 volt supply, but it's actually powering my light at the moment. So I'll see what I can do with that. Although that's actually been stepped down to 8 volts for that light. So I'll have to probably run another cable from the other side of the. Well, yeah, from the output of the power supply transformer. Get those legs bent in a little bit. Get that one in there. That should be it. Nearly. There we go. In he goes. Right. And we're all done. So what I'll do is I'll get the power cable and see if I can actually get this connected up. What have I got over there? Ah, there we go. What's that? It's a bit short, to say the least. Might extend that then. What did that come off of? Oh, something or other. Yeah, so that's a good fit. So I'll extend that and see if it comes on. Now I haven't got a way of testing it because I haven't actually got a male-to-male cable handy. Or have I? Probably got one somewhere. But we'll see if the LED comes on. If it does, that'll be a good start. I mean, I didn't get anything wrong while doing that. Then I'll pop it in the box. So that's what I'll try first. I'll see if it comes on. Not that anything, well, can't really change a lot if I got it wrong. Can't see what I could have got wrong anyway. And we'll see if it works. And by the wonders of pausing the video, I've now got this cable, which it's powered off me 12 volt power supply, with the centre being positive, and hopefully this will work. Now there's no on-off switch with this, so and the volume pot doesn't have a switch at the beginning, so I guess it's either going to go bang or work. So here we go, and we get nothing. That's probably not great. Well, there you go. Well, get nothing as in the LED's not on. Obviously could have got the LED the wrong way around. To be honest, that LED's just off that resistor. And then back through to ground. So for that not to be working, the LED's the wrong way around. So let's take him out and turn him around. I didn't think those Chinglish instructions were right. Well, there you go. Tested it before starting record again, just in case, and it did work, and there we go, it is working. So yes, the instructions that said the short wire, well, was positive. I don't know, wrong way around. But there we go, it's actually, well, at least the red light's on, the LED's on. So I'll put it in the box and give it to Jay tomorrow. Now I wonder if this box is going to be as difficult to put together as the clocks that I've done. I don't think it will be, because it actually screws together through the board, so it should go together quite well. But one of the little bits of plastic has actually broken off it, Jay showed me, so it's already a little bit damaged. But where did that little screw certainly likes hiding up. There we go. So I'll do it the same way as I did the clocks, which is a little screwdriver, and yeah, that comes off easy. Actually, that's even easier than the clocks was. So yeah, there we go. I suppose each one of these is slightly different anyway. Depends how sticky it is. And the other side of that stayed on as well. Nice little Perspex box you get with it though. So we get all these bits of paper off and get building it up. Right, just this last one to go. So get this one done, and hopefully it's not too fiddly getting it all together. Because those clocks, I've built 3 of them now, and they like to fall apart more than they go together. But once they're together, they do stay together okay. They're just quite fiddly to get all pushed together at the same time. There we go, that might have been. Right, so that will see which one's the front. So that's the power socket at the back side there. It probably wants to be the other way up. So that probably wants to be, if we do that, that's how that goes. That has to be that way up, which is wrong then. So this is how it was with the clocks. It was trying to figure out which way around everything goes. Yeah, no, that's right. That's that end. And there's quite a tight fit through there. So let's see if I can get that in there. Yeah, that is quite tight. There we go. Let's go my fingerprints on it now. Sure Jay won't mind too much. That one he's got that way. Now this has got a hole in it as well, this end, but I don't actually know why, because there's no reason for it. Because there's nothing to go on or out there, out that hole. So if I get all of those in there like that, and we've got the spaces to go in, so hopefully that will stay up right. Now that one might fall out, no, that's okay. Let's rip this bag open. Pop, wow. So the little spaces will go at the bottom. Now, do these actually screw in these little holes? So am I going to take all this apart again now? Looks like it. I'll tell you what, it will go that way up, won't it? Through the board with the spacer on the top. So I'm guessing at this. So let's see. Once that's on there, and that on there. Be nice if they lined up. Yeah, they do. In they go. Pull that out again. That's why it's at an angle, you see. All 3 need to go in at once. Like that. Very good. Yeah, so that will go there. Let's screw the bottom on first. That might be a good idea. Let's take this out of there. So what we'll do, sit it like that. Yep, that's good. Put these 4 in here. Put the bottom on, screw it in. That probably wants to come out a little bit. Yeah, that'll be alright. See how it fits. Obviously this can go on either way up. Yeah, that lines up quite well. What screws we got? Oh, that'll be fine. Get the 2 corners in. And keep it straight. Should have used my magnetic screwdriver. Right. Oh yeah, obviously it'll all just fall apart again because I haven't put the little standoffs on top, so let's get at least one of them in. That way it can't fall apart again. Okay, yep, it feels a lot more solid already. There we go. So I suppose you could get some rubber feet and stick them on the bottom, probably next to the screws if you wanted to stop it from rolling around too much. Yeah, see, that one's going to keep turning around. There we go, got my thumb in there. And these top ones on. That's two of them. So I suppose if you bought this ready built, someone would be doing this in a factory right now. But what's the fun in that? You want to build it yourself, don't you? Obviously that's why Jay's kept the other one, he's going to do it himself. Yeah, I think those two bits are different. I think this one, yeah, it is. That needs to go in there. Probably before I screwed it all together. Let's have a go. Will that go in there? No, that is the wrong way up. Ah, there you go. That will help. Ah, that goes in there quite well, actually. Very good. And then, oh, hit the mic again. Get that way up. There we go. Yeah, that fits quite well. And the top. Now then, which bit was broken? Oh, it's a shame I put that one on the right way around. Yeah, no matter. Jay wants to turn it around, he can. It's quite nice that it's all clear, isn't it? It's all see-through. There we go. Put the 4 screws in the top. And then it's all done. Nice little kit, actually. Don't do it up too tight, don't want to stress that plastic too much. There you go. See if we can get the plug in the side still. Yep, the hole's quite big. There we go. Nice. Yeah. It looks like they could go down a bit lower. Tell you what, those capacitors are very tall in there. That's actually what's keeping that from... Well, I think there is actually a gap there. Well, maybe not. If it is, it's very small. But there you go. Let's put the knob on. Let's put it down so it's down there like that. Oh no, that's too far around. About there. Yeah, that'll do the job. Yeah, those capacitors, man. They are a bit too big. You see that? I didn't see that bulge in there. Oh well. And look, a screw left over. Wow. It's the only bit left over there. Not bad. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like the videos, and if you want to see anything else or have any ideas that I could do, anything like that, just leave a comment and I'll see what I can do.